Alright, ladies and gentlemen, quick update on this thing. I had some time and the parts and everything else going on here, and I'm pretty sure I showed the intercooler and everything, but we didn't have the piping. I got all the parts for my trans finally, like the harness and some other things, and had some issues where this my pan wouldn't fit, and this is a later model 80E pan a friend of mine gave me. That wouldn't fit, so I had to hammer the piss out of mine and weld it shut from the junkyard, knocking holes in it to drain it. But I have everything pretty much how I want it to go. Everything's bolted in. We got the turbo and the downpipe and the intake and everything else in there. I gotta plug all the stupid things. I put like a rubber hose in between these two, and that's going to the map sensor. A couple things like this stupid thing that's busted, and this guy, I have to plug those or else they're gonna leak. This won't matter actually to get it running, but this will leak boost. This is actually pre-throttle body. This is post, I'm pretty sure, because I mean it bolts on after, but it might go in. I'm not sure if it goes down or in or what, but I'm pretty sure that's a vacuum port. And the rad is in, and this looks like a mess, but I had it going underneath and it actually pinched the lower thing. But if you look under there, there's more room. There's actually plenty of room for a hose. It looks like shit from this angle, but it's pretty nice. Everything is ready to go. I got the MS3 stuff starting to wire in there. There's a couple things I got to add, and then boot up the computer, make sure my sensors work. The fuel pump already works. Everything else holds fuel. That's a 6A and nitrous line coming back from the tank, and that's just like a Russell or an Earl's fitting. I'm not exactly sure. Goes right on the 6A end and then crimps on. Yeah, you just fucking clip it on. And then this guy is just Parker Hydraulics 3/8 push lock hose, and I just have it pushed over the return since it's fairly low pressure and hose clamped. Everything else is doing pretty good. We got this is the oil feed line. Nice Parker Hydraulics 90 on there. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice piece. I won't even tighten that on there because I won't remember to tighten it otherwise. Then I figured out most of the wiring for in the car. This is all the shit that goes in the car. That's a battery post that I put on the back here so I can put all the shit on the battery post. So I'm going from the alternator here back to the battery post, and then from the battery post I'm using that red cable, and it's going to go down to the starter so it can charge the battery. Then the battery cable is just going to go straight to the starter, and then everything else is going to jump off that junction box. Everything else is looking good. There's the intercooler outlet pipe. That's looking nice and pretty. Everything else is jammed in there nice. See the drain where I put it going into the timing cover there. Otherwise, I should be starting this thing pretty soon, I think. What I want to do is, we had a lot of junk in the pan from putting the motor together. Studs, scraping everything off, blowing everything into the lifter valley. You know, the quote-unquote lifter valley. It's not really lifter valley like old school, but everything's in the fucking oil pan basically. Lots of dirt, sludge, and grime and shit. So I'll probably pour like a couple quarts of oil, like used oil, right into the cover here and fill it up and then drain it just to get some of the shit out of it. That's all. The rest of it will get picked up in a fresh filter and everything else. But what a nice car, what a nice car. Anyway, we're going to probably go to the junkyard on vacation Thursday, Friday-ish. See if the junkyard's open. Get some 518. Oh, this has 518 gears. I'd like to get 342s or 373s or 308s, so all the common 3XX gears for that Jones at 8.5 10 bolt, and throw it in here then. Then I can get the drive shaft and everything else measured, and we should be ready to go. And that's it for now.